Good morning children, I am Poonam Bagga and we are studying chapter 4 Practical Geometry. In our previous class we had constructed quadrilaterals in which we were given 4 sides and 1 diagonal. Today we will be constructing quadrilaterals in which we will be given 3 sides and 2 diagonals. So a combination of 5 measurements in all to get a unique quadrilateral. We start with this example. Construct a quadrilateral ABCD in which we have been given sides BC 4.5, AD 5.5, CD 5 centimeter. Then we have 2 diagonals AC and BD. So first of all we will draw its rough sketch. Let us draw it in this way. Now we need to take care while writing the name of this rough sketch because we know only 3 of its sides. The 4th side is unknown to us, and while naming this rough sketch we need to take care that we don't name this bottom line segment as the side which is unknown to us. Here in this case side AB is unknown to us, and if I write it in this way ABCD and write the measurements as this one 4.5, this one 5.5 AD and then CD as 5, then this side is unknown to us, and then it will be difficult for us to even start the construction because we don't know this bottom line segment. So while naming this rough sketch, it is important to take care that we name it with a side which is known to us. It can be taken either as BC, or you can take it as AD, or you can take it as CD because these 3 sides are known to us. But AB is unknown to us, so we will not take this side AB at the bottom. Clear to you? So we erase this rough sketch and we will draw one more in this way. Let me name it as A, B, C, D. I have taken this side BC at the bottom because I know its length to be 4.5 centimeters. Then I know this AD which is 5.5. Then we have CD given to be 5. Then the diagonal AC, this one is 5.5. And we have this diagonal BD given to be 7 centimeters. Now we can easily draw this quadrilateral because we have this baseline segment BC equal to 4.5. We started with the help of one scale and then start this construction. The first line segment should be BC equal to 4.5 and this one is measuring 4.5. Let us name it as BC. Then what next we will do? We will draw these 2 line segments BD and CD. We know the measurement of these 2 line segments, the red ones. So first we will try to construct this triangle BDC. We have already drawn this BC as the baseline. Now we simply need to draw 2 line segments with the help of a compass. First we will be drawing 2 arcs and then their point of intersection will be point D. For this we will take B as the center. With center I mean that we will keep the pointed end of the compass at point B first and then draw one arc at D. Then with center C and radius 5 centimeters we will draw another arc, and these 2 arcs will intersect each other to give us this point D. Let us see this. Let us take the compass. We will bring it at first point B, and what should be the radius? It is 7 centimeters. So let us take it equal to 7 centimeters so that we can easily draw our arc. You can see this arc will be in this way. Now what next? Interchange. We will keep this pointed end at point C and now the radius should be equal to 5 centimeters. So let us take it equal to 5, and this is 5, and now we will mark the second arc in this way. Now we get this point D. Can you see it? Now what next to be done? Simply add this D to B and C. So we will add this D. First we will add this D and B, and then this D and C. In this way we have got this triangle BCD. What next we have to do? Now we know these two measurements. We don't know this side AB, so it is of no use for us. What do we know? These two blue lines. This one we know as 5.5 centimeters, and this one also we know as 5.5. This side AD and diagonal AC. So first we will take D as the center and radius 5.5. We will mark one arc here. Then with the same radius 5.5 and center C, again we will draw an arc, and the point of intersection of these two arcs will give us this point A. So let us take the help of the compass once again, and then we will be able to draw. Let us take this point first at D. This is point D, and we need to take the radius equal to 5.5. As you can see, this is 5.5. Now simply draw one arc here. In this way. What next we have to do? Again, keep the center at point B now. Is it B? Just have a look. Now we need to take the center at point C. So again I take it at point C, and again the radius should be equal to 5.5, as we have seen that this diagonal is measuring 5.5 AC. So again we will draw this arc here, but this has fallen short, so let us keep it back at point D and complete this arc once again. We will draw this arc once again in this way, and now we get the point of intersection as point A. You can see this one is point A. Now simply need to join these two points AD, and then we will join this AB, and we can join this AC also, which is the diagonal given to us, in this way. And with this we get our quadrilateral ABCD as is here in front of you. You can easily relate the two figures. So what we have done, first we constructed this triangle BCD. This is 4.5, this is 5 centimeters long, and this is 7 centimeters long. Then once we got this triangle, then with the help of compass, keeping it at D and C and radius 5.5 centimeter in each case, then we drew this triangle ADC, and in this way we got this complete quadrilateral. Next we need to write the steps of construction. First, in quadrilateral ABCD we have been given this part. In quadrilateral ABCD, the measurements AB, AD and CD and the diagonals AC and BD were given. So we have written that here. Then it is required to construct quadrilateral ABCD. Then we write the steps of construction in present form, which is, first of all, draw what we drew first, BC equal to 4.5 centimeters. So first draw BC equal to 4.5 centimeter. Then what next? With center B, draw an arc of radius 7 centimeter. You can see with center B we drew one arc of radius this 7 centimeter. You can easily see here. So that I have written. Then next, with center C and radius 5 centimeters we drew another arc, and we write it in this way. With center C, draw an arc of radius 5 centimeters to meet the previous arc at point D. You can see the two arcs are meeting at point D. Then next, with center D and center C and radius 5.5 centimeters, we drew two arcs. So let us write it here. But before that, we joined DB and DC. So we write it here. Join DB and DC. Then with center D, draw an arc of radius 5.5 centimeters. Again with center C, draw an arc of radius 5.5 centimeter to meet the previous arc at point A. You can see the two arcs are meeting at this point A. So here we are getting this triangle ACD in this way. Then what next? We joined AD, AC and AB. So we write join AD, AC and AB. With this, ABCD is the required quadrilateral that was asked to construct. I hope it is very much clear to you. Next we start exercise 4.2. Here is the first question. Construct the quadrilateral LIFT and these measurements have been given. So first of all, we will draw its rough sketch. For this, what we will take is in this way you can draw in any way a rough figure. Let us name it LI. I know this line segment. So let me take LI at the bottom. LIFT taken in continuation. LI is given to be 4 centimeters. Then we have IF equal to 3. TL, this one TL is 2.5. Then we have LF, the diagonal 4.5, and we have IT, this diagonal equal to 4 centimeters. So these are the measurements given. From where we will start? Yes, from LI, measuring 4 centimeters. For this we will take one scale. So this is the line segment of length 4 centimeters. Let me name it as LI 4 centimeter. Then what next? We know these two measurements. This one is 4.5 and this one is 3. You can see the red line segments. So we will mark the arcs according to these two line segments. First we will take L as the center, taking the help of a compass. We will take this L as the center, and how much radius do we need to mark this arc? We need it to be equal to 4.5 centimeters. So let us take it 4.5. This is 4.5. Let us draw the arc here in this way. Then what next we need to do is keep the compass at I, the pointed end. So let us interchange its two ends. Keep it at I, and now the radius should be equal to 3 centimeters. So let us reduce it to 3 in this way. Yes, we get this point as F. We will now join these two line segments FL. Starting from F, FL and then FI. What next we need to do is, now we know these two line segments measurements. This one blue one which is 4, and then we know this one as 2.5. So we will again take the centers at L and I, and with these radii we will draw 2 more arcs, taking again the help of a compass. For this we will keep the pointed end at L And what should be the radius? Just have a look. It should be 2.5 centimeters. So we bring it to 2.5. This is 2.5. We will draw one arc here in this way. This is the arc measuring 2.5 centimeters. Next, again we need to keep the pointed end at I. Keep it here. And what should be the radius again? It should be 4 centimeters as is visible here. So we will take it to 4 centimeter, and this is 4. Again we will draw one arc in this way. Yes, this point of intersection of the two arcs give us the point T here. Next we need to join this T with F, I and L. So we will join it. If we join it with F, we get this line segment. Join it with L. The quadrilateral is complete here, but let us join this second diagonal also as it is given in the question. So with this we have this quadrilateral LIFT with us. Now again we will write the steps of construction. First we write whatever has been given to us in quadrilateral LIFT. These measurements have been given. You can take it from the question itself. Then it is required to construct quadrilateral LIFT. Next we write the steps of construction. We started with drawing LI equal to 4 centimeter. You can see we started with LI 4 centimeters in length. Then what next? With center L and radius how much? 4.5. With center L, draw an arc of radius 4.5 centimeter. Then what next we did? With center I and radius 3 centimeter, you can relate the two figures. Draw an arc to meet the previous arc at point F. So with center I, draw an arc of radius 3 centimeter to meet the previous arc at point F. Okay. What next? With center L and I again. So first we will take L. With center L and radius 2.5 centimeter, draw an arc. But before that we joined these FL and FI. So we need to write it. Join FL and FI. Then with center L, draw an arc of radius 2.5 centimeter. You can see here. Again with center I and radius 4 centimeter, draw an arc to meet the previous arc at point T. So with center I, draw an arc of radius 4 centimeter to meet the previous arc at T. So we get this point T. Then join TF, TI and TL. So we write it here. Join TF, TI and TL. With this we get LIFT as the required quadrilateral. Clear to you? Next we have one more question. We have to construct this quadrilateral GOLD in which these measurements are given. So first of all again we will draw its rough sketch. We take it at this bottom part. Rough sketch for this. Let me draw in this way. Now while writing the name again we need to take care that we write that side at the bottom which is known to us. So this OL is known to me. I will take OL at the bottom and then accordingly this point will be G, GOL, D. Write the measurements. OL is 7.5 centimeter. Then we have GL. GL is this diagonal. This is 6 centimeters long. Then GD is 6 again. LD is 5. Which is LD? This one, this side. Then we have OD. OD is this diagonal and it is 10 centimeters long. So now again we will start the construction with this baseline OL measuring 7.5 centimeters. So for this we need scale with us. We will start from this point 0. It should be 7.5 centimeter long and here we have this line segment. Let us name it as OL measuring 7.5 centimeters. What next? Which two measurements do we know? We know this one, OD, the red one, 10, and we also know this one measuring 5. So we will draw these two line segments with the help of a compass. First we will draw two arcs and then we will get the point of intersection of the two arcs with point D as its name, and then we will get this triangle ODL. So for this we bring the compass, keep the pointed end at O first. What should be its radius? 10 centimeter. You can see OD measures 10. So we need to keep it at O and measure 10. We draw an arc of radius 10 centimeter in this way. Then what we will do? Take the center as at L. We will take the center at L and now we will take its radius to be equal to 5 centimeter. Let us take it equal to 5. This is 5.8. We reduce it to 5. Yes, this one is 5. And now we will draw one arc here. In this way we get this point D. Again, what next we have to do? We will join this D to O and D to L. So we join it. This is DL. And this is DO. So we have got these two red line segments. First we kept the pointed end of compass at O, then taking radius 10 centimeters, we drew one arc, then keeping the pointed end at L and radius 5 centimeter, we drew another arc, and then we got this point D as the point of intersection of the two arcs. What next we have to do? We know these two measurements. This one, blue one, OG, we know it. Oh no, we don't know this OG, so we can't take use of OG. What do we know is, we know GD, which is 6 centimeter long, and we also know this GL. So again we will take L as the center and the next one D as the center, and then we will draw two arcs. So let us take the help of the compass once again. First we will keep the pointed end at D and we need to mark it radius as 6 centimeter. So first we will draw an arc of 6 centimeter in this way. Then what next we have to do is take the center at L. So we take it at L and again with the same radius we will draw another arc. Yes, this one. So we get the point of intersection of these two arcs as this one named G. So we name it as G. Now what next? We will have to join this G to D first. This is GD. Then we will join this G and O, and then we will join this G and L. This is the diagonal. With this we get this quadrilateral GOLD. Okay, Then what next? We will write the steps of construction, but first we write whatever has been given to us in quadrilateral GOLD. These measurements we have taken from the question itself. Then it is required to construct quadrilateral GOLD. Then what next? Steps of construction. We started with line segment OL measuring 7.5. So we write here, draw OL equal to 7.5 centimeter. Then what next we did? With center O and radius 10 centimeter, draw a line segment. So draw an arc in fact. So with center O, draw an arc of radius 10 centimeter. What next? With center L and radius 5 centimeter, draw another arc to get the point of intersection as D. So we write it here, with center L, draw an arc of radius 5 centimeter to meet the previous arc at D. We got this point D. What next? We joined DO and DL. So we write it here, join DO and DL. With this we got the triangle OLD. Then what we did? With center D and this time the radius 6 centimeter here, and center L and again the radius 6 centimeter, we drew two arcs. So we write it here, with center D, draw an arc of radius 6 centimeter, and with center L, draw an arc of radius 6 centimeter again to meet the previous arc at point G. You can see this point G we obtained in this manner, 6 and 6. Then next, join GD, GL, GO. GD, GL and GO. In this way we get GOLD as the required quadrilateral. Next we have to construct this rhombus BEND, and here only two measurements are given. Now this is a special quadrilateral rhombus, so here we will be using its properties and then we will be able to construct the quadrilateral. It does not matter if we are having only two measurements. Let us see, we have to draw a rhombus BEND. So first of all we will draw its rough sketch. What do we see is this BN. This is a diagonal given, and DE. This is again a diagonal given. So we don't have any of the sides given, only the two diagonals are given. So we draw the rough sketch in such a way that we have the diagonals with us in this way. So we write it here, BEND. This is the rhombus. We have this diagonal BN given 5.6 centimeter and this DE is given to be 6.5 centimeter. Only the diagonals are given, no side is given. So here we need to apply the property of diagonals of a rhombus. And what is special about the diagonals of a rhombus? Just recall, we had learnt that the diagonals of a rhombus are perpendicular bisectors of each other. This means that they not only divide each other into equal parts, also they are at right angles to each other. This angle formed between the two diagonals is 90 degree. So what we will do is, first we will draw this diagonal BN, then we will draw its perpendicular bisector, and on that we will get these points D and E. Let us do it, then it will be much more clear to you. First we take a scale. We draw BN measuring 5.6. We start from here, 5.6. This is 5.6. Let us name it as BN. Now what we need to do is draw its perpendicular bisector. For this we will need one compass. We will keep this pointed end at B. And what should be the radius? It should be more than half of BN. You can see that half of BN is something like this, and we will take the radius to be more than this in this way, and then we will draw an arc above BN in this way, and similarly we will draw this arc below BN also with the same radius. We will not change the radius in this way. So we have drawn two arcs, one above BN and one below BN, with the radius measuring more than half of BN. Next what we will do is, we will not change the radius. With the same radius we will keep this pointed end at N, and with the same radius we will draw this arc, and again with the same radius we will draw it at the bottom also, below this BN, in this way. So what we have done, we have kept the pointed end at B and taking the radius more than half of BN, we have drawn two arcs, one above BN and the other below BN. Similarly with the same radius and keeping the pointed end at N, or to say taking N as center, again we have drawn these two arcs to cut the previous arcs at some 2 points, these 2 points. Now we will join these 2 points in this way. We will start from here, join the 2 points, in this way. This is the perpendicular bisector of BN, and let the point of intersection of BN and this bisector be O. Let us write it as O. What next we need to do is, you can see this complete length, this is 6.5, and since the diagonals are bisected at this point O, so this length will be, this red length I am talking about, this red length will be half of 6.5. Half of 6.5 means how much? Half of 6.5. If you divide it, you will get it equal to 3.25. You can divide it and you will get this length equal to 3.25 centimeters above this BN. And similarly, this length below BN, this blue one, this will also be equal to 3.25. What we have done? We have divided this diagonal DE into 2 parts, one above BN measuring 3.25, half of 6.5, and one below BN measuring again 3.25, which is half of 6.5. This is half of length DE in fact, because the diagonals are being divided at this point O into 2 equal parts. So now we will take the compass, keep it at O, and taking the radius equal to 3.25, we will draw one arc above BN and one arc below BN. Let us do it. Take the compass once again. First we mark the radius 3.25. This is somewhat 3.25. We will keep the center at O, and now we will take it at the bottom first, below BN, and draw this arc. We get this point as E. Now what we will do? With the same radius, we will draw one arc at the above BN in this way, So we get these 2 points. Let me name them as with some other color so that you can easily identify. This one is E and this one is D. Now you can easily see B, E and D is the required quadrilateral or rhombus in this case. Now simply we need to join these 4 points B, E. Join it, then join E, N, then join D, N, and then join D, B. With this we get our rhombus B, E and D. You can clearly see this. Now we will write the steps of construction. Before that, just make it once more clear in your mind what we have done. We have drawn the first diagonal BN, then we drew its perpendicular bisector because the diagonals are perpendicular bisectors of each other. So we have drawn the perpendicular bisector of BN. Then we know that the second diagonal will be equal above BN and below BN. So we divided this diagonal into 2 parts and so we got it equal to 3.25 with O as center and 3.25 as the radius. We drew an arc above BN and one below BN, and with this we got the 4 endpoints B, E and D, and then we simply joined the 4 points and got the rhombus B, E and D. Now we will write the steps of construction. First we write what is given in rhombus B, E and D. These 2 diagonals have been given and we are required to construct rhombus B, E and D. First, write the property: the diagonals of a rhombus are perpendicular bisectors of each other. It's compulsory, it's mandatory to mention this property which is being applied here. Then first draw BN equal to 5.6 centimeter. You can see first we drew 5.6 centimeter long BN. Then what next? Draw the perpendicular bisector of BN. So we will write it here: perpendicular bisector of BN which intersects BN at point O. What we did? Draw the perpendicular bisector of BN which intersects BN at O. You can see this perpendicular bisector is intersecting BN at point O. So that we have written. What next? With center O, draw 2 arcs of radius how much? Half of DE, which is equal to 3.25 centimeter each on both sides of BN to cut the perpendicular bisector at points. Which 2 points were these? E and D, the white ones here. So we write it here at E and D. Once again pay attention to this one. With center O and radius half of DE, that is half of 6.5, which is equal to 3.25. Draw 2 arcs which intersect the perpendicular bisector at points D and E. Then what we are left up with? Simply join all the 4 points. So we write here: join BE, EN, ND and DB. With this, BE and D is the required rhombus. So here we have drawn a rhombus without taking the help of any of its sides. Only we have used the property of diagonals of a rhombus. This was possible because it is a special quadrilateral. Otherwise, in simple quadrilaterals, we need at least 5 measurements to draw a unique quadrilateral. So with this, we have our exercise 4.2 completed. In our next class, we will be taking up some other cases. Thank you.